So shit, man. Tell the people where you from.
Shit, I'm from Wichita, Kansas.
No doubt. And tell them what your name is.
My name is John Vuitton.
John
You can find
Vuitton.
me on Twitter at Ready to Sign Major. That's READY number 2 SIGNMAJOR.
No doubt, no doubt. So what you got working, man? What kind of things you got popping off right now?
Man, right now I just got my album on iTunes, New Vuitton Order. You can check that out. I've got a mixtape titled The Land of the Oz that's on Dat Piff and Spinrilla right now. I've got a mixtape that's getting ready to drop pretty soon titled The Kansas Connection. It's going to be hosted by E-Boogie and DJ Earpiece.
No
And
doubt.
I've got another mixtape in the works right now as well.
Okay. You know the name of that one gonna be already?
Yeah, I don't know when it's gonna be ready. I'm getting some new studio gear and everything lined up right now. So because each mixtape I'm trying to get the quality better and better and better. You understand?
Yeah. So tell me about that Louis Vuitton order, man. What's going on? How many tracks on there? Who produced on there? Got any guest appearances on there?
There's 17 tracks on there, and it's exclusively produced by Banger Committee.
Okay. You got guest appearances on there?
Man, there's no guest appearances on the New Vuitton order. It's just a solo album all by myself.
Oh, that's what's up. That's tough, man. I like that. Shit, what are some of your favorite joints on there?
Man, probably some of my favorite joints on there. Actually, my album single "Run the Trap" is on there. I've got another joint titled "Corners." That's just about the real life shit, you know, like getting off the street, no more hustling corners. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing my thing with this music. And then probably one of my other tracks, for any Tupac fans out there, I've got one titled September 13th.
Yeah.
And it's just a tribute song to Tupac, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, to the pop.
You know, that was one of my idols always growing up. And in my eyes, you know, Tupac's the greatest rapper that's ever lived, so
Man, shit.
It was just an honor to even do a song for him, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. Good shit. So, man, how you get started out rapping?
Man, like, all my life, like, I used to love being entertainment, like, family reunions and everything, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I used to be up there, like, you know, dancing to James Brown and everything back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I always had, like, that entertainment spirit in me. And then kind of what influenced me to get into writing was actually Tupac, and I actually started writing poems before I actually started making songs.
Okay.
And then when I went to school, when I went to college at Kansas State University for a little bit, the actual dean of the English department, she came to me and told me during the creative writing class, she said that I had the most natural rhyming ability that she'd ever seen, because every time that I write something, every line rhymes, you know, it rhymes bar for bar for bar for bar, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just, the writing kind of just came natural to me, and then just putting life experiences behind the writing is kind of where it just all starts. Man, to me, like, making the music is like a stress reliever to me.
Okay.
Like, a lot of people go out and go drink. A lot of people like to go do drugs, go do whatever it is that it may be to make them feel happy.
Yeah.
Then I replace the drugs and everything, and being out there on the streets doing the stupid shit with making music.
Yeah. Cool shit. Shit, tell me what's going on in Kansas, man.
Man, there ain't shit popping in Kansas, man. The flatlands. There ain't nothing out here. You know, I mean, Little Boosie actually getting ready to come down here to Wichita pretty soon, so we all looking forward to that.
Yeah. So you got
hopefully he performs some of his old tracks and of course his new tracks. But you know, I want to see Boosie live, especially since he's been out of prison.
No doubt,
Shout out to Boosie.
Yeah, shout out to the Boost, to the Boosie badass, no doubt. Well, shit, like I mean, in y'all area, I figure y'all be on that Tech 9 real hard, huh?
Yeah, you know, Tech 9, he actually from Kansas City, Missouri, which is really kind of a hop, skip, a jump from here. Like, you know, I think Kansas City 2-3 hours away from here.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
No doubt. No doubt.
Tech 9 pretty big around here.
Yeah, that's why I asked that. Yeah, I know he big on in the Midwest area.
And then, of course, you know, a lot of people may not know of the rapper XV. He's actually from Wichita, Kansas as well. Mm-hmm. I know he's got features with Trey the Truth, with Khalifa.
Okay.
XV was actually the first rapper out of Wichita to sign with a major record label. He was with Warner Brother Records, but I don't think he's no longer with them. But I'm not exact on that.
Okay. Cool shit. Shit, man. For yourself, man, describe like ups and downs for yourself in the music business.
The ups and the downs, man. Like, you know, trying to do everything independent is man, it's a daily grind. Especially when you're doing all the marketing, you're doing all the promoting, you're having to make all the music, you know, like, I mean, it's a full-time job within itself.
Yeah.
You know, the ups of it is when, you know, you get fans, you know, responding back saying that they like your music. You get DJs starting to hit you up wanting to send you, you know, the music packs so they can start putting you in rotation. Man, that's the up feeling, because then, man, it feels like you're actually working for something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of artists out here that talk about being an artist, but it takes them a year, 2 years to make a mixtape. Mm-hmm. A year or 2 years, man, I've already made like 9, 10 mixtapes. You know?
You think like time matter, like, you know what I'm saying, like is opposed in the sense of how long it took to get out like a project? Because, you know, like back in the G, it used to take about like 2 years for somebody to drop something, you know?
Yeah, but if it was going to take them, they knew it was going to hit if it took them, you know, 2 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for artists trying to be starting out in the game, man, like, you got to build up that buzz so much before anybody's even going to start to pay attention to you.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to build up that buzz, you can't be taking those 2 years to make a mixtape.
Yeah.
Your fans are gonna fall off real quick.
Yeah.
I think staying relevant and having your name in front of people and being seen and being heard all the time, like, you gotta stay relevant in the game. You actually you ain't even gotta stay relevant. You gotta stay ahead of the game. You gotta be ahead of the time.
Yeah.
Because trends are here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Only the real music lasts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a reason why everybody always plays all the great songs, you know what I'm saying, by the great artists who did.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, so I hear you on Pac real hard, man. Is there any other artists that influenced you?
You know, and then, you know, when you start talking, you know, about, you know, all the trapping life, all the drug life, like, I've been a big time, like, Gucci fan and Little Boosie fan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, those two just, I don't know, they set it off in this motherfucker.
No
you know,
doubt.
I mean, I just like that down south style, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like Texas, you know, the Bun B, R.I.P. Pimp C. Mm-hmm. You know,
I mean, you was running that Illuminati knowledge to me, you know what I'm saying? So shit, man, let's tell the people about that Illuminati knowledge, man, so they could be up on it, you know what I'm saying? So they know how I look when they approach them.
Man, you know, like the Illuminati run like everything that you could possibly think of in the world, they got their fingers in. Yeah. You're talking about banks, you're talking about politics, you're talking about the music industry, oil. I mean, you're talking about, the 13 richest bloodlines that exist within the world.
Yeah.
There's a bigger force out there than what you believe. Like, everything that you see on the radio, everything you see on TV is all censored by the Illuminati. They call it the FCC. They say it's government controlled. The government is the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it even dates back into, like, the Roman Catholic Church going back to the Pope being part of the Illuminati,
Yeah.
Like, these rich people, the richest people in society, have their own little secret society within themselves. And, like the president for himself, he's just a puppet figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we elect him, but he's just getting strings pulled behind him,
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only way you can be rich and famous is you have to be accepted in by them,
Yeah. I mean, shit.
Like, they run the music industry. Their symbols are all over and everything from, artist music videos to little kid cartoons these days,
Yeah.
That all-seeing eye, that triangle, like you see it everywhere. The threes up in the air.
Mm-hmm. Shit, what all that stuff mean, man?
Man, that's just like, it's the world domination. It's the new world order. Like, it's their way or the highway. Some people could say that, it's like the end of times coming, it's the apocalypse coming.
Yeah, you believe that?
Man, it could be, man. If you read about the Bible, it talks about that this stuff is coming.
Mm-hmm. Would you ever join up with them?
Would I ever join up with them?
Yeah.
I mean, if it ever came between my life and death, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I already feel like this is on some crazy shit. I already feel like I am a part of them and that they watch me. I've been monitored by them for a very, very long time,
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, one of the things is that you're not supposed to talk about them and everything. I'm very, very outspoken about them, and I really don't care about it. Like, I guess if they don't like what I'm saying, then I guess they can just go ahead and just murk me off like they do everybody else and just, go on about their day.
Yeah.
Like, shit, and if that happens, then shit, people will sit there and be like, well, damn, I really wonder what happened. That shit must really exist.
Yeah. What about as you move forward in your music career, like describe like what your support group is around you.
Like, my support group really around me is just like myself and my real friends and family. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by real friends and family, I mean the people who have been there through my trials and tribulations and who have always been real to me if I've ever needed a place to stay, if I needed a little money in my pocket, if I needed to get my head on straight, whatever it may be, those people that have always been there for me.
Yeah.
Because fake friends, like, man, they hear when you up, but as soon as you're down, they disappear.
Yeah.
I mean, and the support group really around me is just really myself. Basically, I mean, I stay in the studio really by myself, like, constantly. Like, that's just the way I like to make music unless I'm doing some features with somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like to sit back, smoke some good herb, and get in the zone, listen to that beat, and just go.
Mm-hmm.
Start writing.
No doubt. Is that how you usually write? For you usually hear a beat first and then you write? Do you find where you write and then have to find a beat to it?
Now, usually I'll hear the beat and then I'll make the hook for it, and then I'll get the hook down, I'll get it all laid down, and I'll listen to it, and then I'll start writing the verse for that.
What's some life experiences that you had that then ended up being projected through your music, that then guided your music?
Kind of like, just back when I was trapping and all that, having to do what I had to do, you know what I'm saying, to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I talk about the songs about, about traffic. I'm talking about my life experiences, about what I did.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm doing it right now, because I can't say that shit that I'm doing it right now, because that's not who I'm trying to be right now. Because I feel like I've been there, done that. Now let me tell my story.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like you up on a lot of knowledge, man. Like, what's some books that you done delved into to kind of build your knowledge up?
You know, like really my whole life, man. Like, it's just been kind of common sense to me. Like, take for instance, this is one big deal they always taught you about Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
About the Indians and the Pilgrims having this dinner, right?
Right.
And that Christopher Columbus discovered America, right?
Right.
Well, then what the fuck did the Indians discover since they were already here?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, how you going to tell me that Christopher Columbus discovered America when the Indians were already here?
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus did not discover America.
Right.
Man, I mean, it's just a lot of common knowledge. Like, you just start putting, you got to stop paying attention to all that propaganda bullshit that they put on television and start thinking outside the box and have your own mind and form your own opinion. Because what they putting on the airwaves is just all brainwashing. It's all controlled, like I said. They only putting on there what they want you to see, what they want you to know.
Yeah.
You know, like when they was posting stuff up on the war, man, they was only posting up like the good stuff. They wasn't actually posting up what was really going on. Man, when we went to war, you know, just recently with Iraq, man, we was in Iraq already combating on the ground for weeks before they actually declared war. Man, you know, I can go for days on these damn politics and that Illuminati stuff. Like, man, like, I don't know. I've always read books and always educated myself on stuff. Like, if I question something, like, I would sit there and just look for the answer.
Yeah.
You know, because not everything that they tell you is right. For instance, I'll tell you one thing. Like, I've got a song titled "What If," and it's like, you know, what if money wasn't real? What if God was really fake? What if everything we learned never took place?
Yeah.
You know, what if? What if everything that they taught us throughout their own education system was all bullshit? It's all shit that they wanted us to know. Like, they dumbed us down. Like, you know, like, my thing is how is the Bible? How is that actually what happened? Like, who wrote this shit? And how did they transcribe the language? Because the Bible has been passed down from person's view, from person's view, from person's view, from person's view. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he stayed on me. You know what I'm saying? He might have hit me up like 5 different times a day for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dealing with good people. He's the one who got my album on iTunes and everything for me. So, like, you know, I got nothing but love for that dude.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. He good. He do what he say, man. You know, so that make him good people to me. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm in the middle of the map in Wichita, Kansas. He's all the way out there in L.A. You know what I'm saying? And you're all the way in Louisiana. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how far we connected.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So check it out, man. So like, so what you want for yourself, like in music?
Like what I want for myself?
Yeah.
In music, like I just want to build my own brand, basically. You know, like as far as signing with like a major label, it would have to be, you know, the right deal for me to do it. Really, what I'd like to do is just, I feel like I need to be linked up with a super producer or a big name artist in the game who can teach me everything about the game. You see what I'm saying? Because there's stuff that I still don't know about this, and the only way you gonna know about it is by being in it, and you gotta learn it. You know, I mean, mean, like I said, like I gotta find that person who gonna put that belief in me and see my grind to be like, man, he reminds me of young me when I was, when I was trying to get put on.
Right.
You know, I mean, you're only gonna get out of your grind what you put into it. So if you grind and grind and grind and grind and grind hard and network and network and network and be able to take criticism and correct some things and run with it and pay attention to what, people in the industry are telling you, man, you can make it. Dreams can come true.
No doubt, no doubt. In life, I'm gonna say, people say, cause like you just saying, like, boom, you accumulating, some strides. You know what I'm saying? So people say, like, the more you gain strides, also the more like hate you encounter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So shit, tell me about some of the hate that you done encountered, man.
The hate, like, man, like ever since I got first when I first put my first music video up, Life's a Bitch, which is on YouTube. You can search it up. Man, like the people around me started hating because, women started paying attention to me. Be like, oh, I saw your video, yada, yada, yada. You look good in your video. I like the song. Like, here came all the guys hating on that shit. Fuck you, that video sucks. Your music's weak. Whatever. And just kept grinding. And then when I got the mixtape, I kept telling people, like, man, watch. I'm going to get my mixtape up. I'm going to get it on Dat Pip. And I'm going to get it done. I'm going to have a tight-ass cover on it. That shit's going to be dope. Got the mixtape on Dat Pip. People just sitting back hating on, oh, man, your music sucks. You should just quit. Man, work through all that. I got my music, my album on iTunes. Once I got my music on iTunes, next thing I know, like, the homies that I used to have contacting me all the time, like, they'd be like, all of a sudden I'm Hollywood now. They're like, oh, you're famous. Oh, you're famous now, John. You're famous. Man, I ain't famous. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then they're like, how in the hell did you get your whole album up on iTunes? Like, don't worry about how I got my album up on iTunes. Just know it's up on iTunes.
Yeah. Go buy it.
Single on iTunes, you know what I'm saying? It's the whole album.
Yeah. Like, go buy it, huh? Go. That's
yeah. You want to listen to it, go buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, the hate just starts building and building, and then people start hearing the music, and they're like, oh, man, it's cool. Who's that by? And they say my name, and then all of a sudden they'd be like, oh, man, like, oh, fuck that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it'd be the people who, like I said, it take them two years to put out a fucking mixtape. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you gonna criticize me on my work when I'm hustling at a way different pace of what you are on the music game? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here grinding. I'm just trying to get my piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Because there's enough of the pie for everybody to go around. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I ain't greedy. I'm just trying to put myself on. And if I get help along the way, then I get help along the way, and I'll be very appreciative of it. Yeah. But if I don't, then I'm still not going to stop. I'm going to grind until I get to the top to where I want to be.
Yeah. No doubt.
No doubt. There ain't nothing nobody's going to be able to tell me that's going to stop me from doing what I do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that drive's always going to be in me, and I'm always going to try to stay right ahead of the game and make sure that sound that I bring is not no copycat sound. I ain't no copycat artist. Like you ain't heard it the way I spit it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Man, you have like when you was growing up, man, you had like heroes when you was growing up?
Man, my heroes when I was growing up, man, was really Definitely Tupac, man. Like, because I started listening to Pac when I was young, you know, like 9 years old, you know. I remember when I was 12 years old, my mom giving me, you know, I think it was All Eyes on Me double disc album. You know what I'm saying? I got that for Christmas. I thought that was the greatest gift of all time.
No doubt.
You know, All Eyes on Me. Hell yeah.
That was a strong ass.
That
was
shit,
a strong album.
Like I always wanted to be like Pac. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my idol. And I'm nowhere near what Pac is. I'm not saying that I'm the next Tupac because I'm not. No one ever will be. But I've got a lot of Pac influence in me. Like that's what I'm saying. Like because like Pac was a real smart individual himself, and he self-educated himself. Like that's what you have to do. You ain't got to go to college to gain knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all trying to, it don't matter what color it is, we all in it for the same reason. We all trying to get money.
Yeah, man, we was talking about just now, you know, we was talking about the kids, and we talking about, you know, like things that a man's supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like how we interacting with our women, you know what I'm saying? So break down for them what you were saying, man, about male and female interactions, you know.
You know, like, you know, basically like, you know, like I get tired of hearing about domestic violence cases between men and women, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, us as men, we've got to learn that we can't touch women. We can't put our hands on women, you know. That's just not what we do as men, okay? But, you know, if a woman come in swinging like a dude or come in with a knife or a gun or something like that, I'm saying defend yourself, you know what I'm saying? Just don't get dumped on. Just don't sit there and get dumped on like that. But, you know, if she's not the one that you know is trying to be violent towards you, don't go and put your hands on a woman. Come on, man. You know, we just can't do that. Like we gotta set an example for the generation below us, which is our kids, and we gotta show them that shit ain't right, because it's like monkey see, monkey do. You understand?
Yeah.
If they see you doing it, they're gonna think it's acceptable to do.
No doubt. Man, like let's say you was gonna give some dating advice to like a teenage kid. Let's say like, you know, you got a little boy and he about to go on his first date, you know what I'm saying? Like what's some dating advice you'll give to your son before he go on his first date?
I don't know if he gonna be going on his first date. Oh hell no. Man, and if you is, you better be home at a certain time. And you better not be trying to hump on that little girl. You know what I'm saying? You come home, don't be having no knock at the door, no surprise phone calls, or some dad yelling at me talking about my son knocked up some girl. keep your damn pecker in your fucking pants, okay? Man, you better graduate college before you start playing with that damn thing.
Yeah.
Get your education. These women gonna be out here. They ain't gonna change. They ain't going nowhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
That's just real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, unless you find the right woman. Otherwise, leave them alone. They're a distraction. I had to learn that the hard way.
Shit, what's the right woman, man?
The right woman, she's just, you know, your ride or die chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she make you happy, and she down to do whatever that needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you know, the female version of you.
Okay.
Bonnie and Clyde type shit, you know?
Man, we got this NCAA bracket popping off. You dig? Who about to win this NCAA tournament? Or you ain't on them sports like that?
NCAA tournament?
Yeah.
Nah, man, like I don't really pay attention to it, but it is March Madness, so that's when I do pay attention to college basketball. You know, hopefully one of the Kansas teams, you know, ends up winning it,
no doubt.
but you never know. KU has won that damn championship a couple times, you know, and the Wichita Shockers, you know what I'm saying? 316, woo shock, you know, go Shockers. You know, shit, I hope they make it.
Shit, no doubt. Well, shit, man. What's some other things you want to share with the people, man?
Man, like, I got a clothing line that's in the works right now. It's actually going to be titled Checkerboard Johnny. That's like my alter ego, you know what I'm saying, my AKA. And the reason I had to go with the Checkerboard Johnny clothing line is because, you know, the John Vuitton name, obviously I'd run into issues with Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, or just instead of running into legal issues, just go ahead and just switch the game up on them and run my own shit. So then that way I can't be touched on it. You know, I ain't got to worry about no issues. You know, the clothing line, I'm going to have men's clothing, I'm going to have women's clothing, children's clothing. You know, man, the sky's the limit with the clothing line. You know, there's going to be all sorts of different things. Ideas. I've even thought about coming out with my own shoes and everything like that. You know, like, I figure if I'm going to do it independent, I mean, you can do it independent. You just got to have the right connections to the right people to do it.
Yeah.
And you've got to be able to use your mouthpiece in the correct way. And, you know, like God gave you a mouthpiece for a reason. Use it. You know, just use it in the right way. You can get people to do things for you if you talk to them in the right way. But if you try to boss people around, you try to tell people what to do, man, ain't nobody gonna do nothing for you.
Yeah. Shit, well, let's bop it off like this, man. Well, two things. I was gonna say, if you're interested, you know, I mean, we interact with a lot of producers and stuff, like, you know, because they be, you know, dudes always be hitting me up on the Twitter, be like, oh, I got beats, listen to my beats and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So what we kind of do sometime is we run like a mixtape series where we like pair like MCs up with different producers, you know what I'm saying? And we just link them up, you know what I'm saying? Let them work together, you know what I'm saying?
Man, link me up anytime. I'm always ready. Like, man, like, honestly, like, I'm ready to work with another, you know, producer exclusively, like on a whole new project. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I did with my album on New Vuitton Order. It was exclusively by Banger Committee, and those are the only beats that I use for that whole album.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to find that you know, that exclusive executive producer, you know, that can help me manipulate my sound to where it sounds, you know, unique. You know, it just sounds like the shit is just hot.
Yeah. Well, shit.
You know, I mean, there's only so many times you can wreck the industry beats. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt. Shit, well, check this out, man. Let's why don't you go ahead and spit a few bars, man, and we close out like that be the end. Let you spit some bars, and that's how we close it out for the people. You know what I'm saying? Let them hear what you're working with.
Man, let me drop it like this. What your crew gonna do when I do what I do? When I run up on them, I have to run up on you and do to them what I did to you. BTK didn't leave a clue. I'm fully loaded like a Tommy gun clip. Busting them rounds when I'm gunning from the hip. Murderous shit, got your mind in a fit. We taking over. Busting that chick, I'll leave you cold like arctic glass. Run you over if you in my path. I'm automatic when it's time to smash. Like a adrenaline war when it's time to crash. So if you got some hate from me, and you're thinking and hoping, bottom line, check the proportions of the bullets that my choppers unloading.
Cool shit, cool shit. That was the man John Vuitton. It's BCR HipHop magazine signing off to you. One.